A single person showed America, a superpower, the stars during the day. In 2013, he stole over 1 million top-secret documents from the United States and exposed them to the world. Since then, for the past 11 years, he has been America's most wanted criminal. Despite causing so much damage to the American government, he is seen as a hero by the world. But why did he steal the top-secret documents of the world's top-secret agency, leak them, and how has he managed to evade capture by the United States? Welcome back to another video. On the morning of June 6, 2013, a great disaster struck the American government. A series of reports were published in The Guardian and The Washington Post, which contained detailed information about the top-secret documents of the NSA, the National Security Agency. These documents not only astonished Americans but also mobile users worldwide when they learned that the American government was secretly monitoring every mobile user. The documents exposed a secret program by the NSA called PRISM, a program that allowed the U.S. government to access the data of millions of Verizon customers. Verizon is a mobile operator in America, similar to those in India and Pakistan. The security agency hacked the computers of the military in Hong Kong and China and tapped the phone of Angela Merkel, who was the Chancellor of Germany at that time. The British Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ, was running a program to monitor its citizens, and leaked documents revealed conversations between the NSA and GCHQ, in which both agencies were trying to find ways to deceive people and suppress them with propaganda. Initially, no one knew who leaked these documents and whether they were authentic or not, as news agencies are not obligated to reveal their sources. But 3 days later, a person came forward claiming responsibility for leaking these top-secret documents. This person was 29-year-old Edward Snowden, a high school dropout. He began his career with the U.S. military but was discharged after a year and became a security guard at the University of Maryland in 2005. Although Edward Snowden wasn't academically inclined, his computer skills were so strong that the CIA hired him. After spending a few years with the CIA, he was hired by the American tech giant Dell in 2009, which had a contract to upgrade the computer systems of the National Security Agency. Initially, Edward's role was that of a supervisor, but later he became a cyber strategist. Until then, Edward Snowden was like a jewel to the CIA and NSA. So what happened that led him to be labeled a traitor by these same agencies? While operating and upgrading the NSA's computers, Edward discovered that the National Security Agency had the power to access the personal data of any mobile user. He saw some records, which he initially thought were of international criminals, but they turned out to be records of American peace-loving citizens. Around the same time, a debate on intelligence was taking place in the U.S. Congress. American politician Ron Wyden asked the director of the National Security Agency, James Clapper, during a session of Congress, if his agency collected data on Americans. This session was broadcast on national television, where James Clapper told millions of viewers that their work was only related to foreign intelligence. Edward Snowden was astonished to see his director blatantly lying on television. He was so angered that 3 days later, he resigned from his job at Dell, where he was earning $200,000 annually. In 2013, he left Dell to join Booz Allen Hamilton, a company that worked for the U.S. military, CIA, and NSA, and was assigned to a project for the NSA. The National Security Agency claims that Edward stole so many files from their system that estimating the total number is difficult. It could be more than 2 million. But what did Edward do that allowed him to copy the files of a top-secret agency without anyone noticing? Surprisingly, he didn't use any complex hacking tools for this task. Instead, he used a small USB drive. But how did he manage this? Even in normal offices, USB drives are banned due to the fear of data theft. Secondly, in any company's system with confidential data, not every employee has the authority to access it. These were, after all, the computers of the National Security Agency, which were supposed to be impenetrable. Before executing this plan, Edward Snowden planned his escape and took advantage of his location. Because he was hired for an NSA project by Booz Allen Hamilton, he was stationed 5,000 miles away from the NSA's Maryland headquarters in Hawaii. Hawaii is 6 hours behind Maryland, meaning when Edward worked at his Hawaii office, everyone at the NSA headquarters had left. Additionally, he had access to the NSA headquarters servers via an outdated thin client system. Lastly, Edward himself was the system administrator, meaning he had high security clearance with more rights, allowing him to copy data from any system without being noticed. Edward Snowden took advantage of this situation and, unnoticed, copied more than 2 million files from 5,000 miles away. After working in the Hawaii office for just 4 weeks, Edward decided to expose the NSA's actions to the world. He cleverly copied all the documents onto a USB drive, smuggled it past security guards, and took leave on the pretext of illness. He turned off his phone and went straight from Hawaii to Hong Kong. When he didn't return for several days and couldn't be reached, the NSA grew suspicious and started searching for him. Upon reaching Hong Kong, he met some trusted journalists, gave them the documents, and the next day, those documents became headlines worldwide. Edward Snowden's leaked documents sparked a new debate on the NSA's secret powers worldwide. He was charged with stealing government property, unauthorized access to national security systems, and transmitting top-secret information to unauthorized people. Additionally, the American government demanded his extradition from Hong Kong, but he had already planned his every move. By then, he had boarded a flight to Russia, where he initially received asylum and then, in September 2022, Putin granted him citizenship. He explained how our phones spy on us. He mentioned a tool called Nose Smuff, which gives security agencies access to our phone's microphone, allowing them to listen to surrounding sounds without any interruption. Some people consider Edward Snowden a traitor, while others believe he is a hero who exposed the true face of the NSA to the world. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments section. I hope you will like and share this video. Thank you very much for your loving comments, and I'll see you in the next amazing video.